Hi and welcome. This is Fred here. Welcome to the channel. And today I would like us to talk on what are we doing wrong as dairy farmers. So I will narrate these in sections, and we are going to start with the calves. Yeah. So the first thing that most farmers are doing wrong is I've seen so many farmers. Uh, when it comes to feeding the calf, yeah, in terms of milk. So someone may ask, how much liters or how many liters of milk should I be giving my calf? Let's say these are from day 5 after colostrum. I would suggest and I would advise farmers to go as not less than 6 liters in a day. If you are milking 3 times in a day, you just give 2 liters in the morning, 2 liters in the evening, and 2 liters in the afternoon, and 2 liters in the evening. But if you are milking twice in a day, you just give 3 liters in the morning and 3 liters in the evening. But I've seen some farmers adding warm water to the milk uh, so that they can sell the other milk. So, and I wonder why. For instance, the cow gave birth to a cow. Let me give you a scenario of a human being. Yeah, not even that won't resemble that. So once a cow has given birth, the main purpose or the main aim of that cow producing more milk is to feed its calf. Yeah. So the moment you are giving calf water mixed with milk, you are doing it more harm than good. So guys, stop feeding that. Stop feeding, adding water to milk when you're feeding your calf. Then, when you're feeding your calf still, you have to check the milk temperature. The temperature of the milk should be at a room temperature. That's why we advise farmers is put your calf where you are in the milking area, yeah, not far from there where you have milk, so that that temperature will be the same that the calf will be feeding on. Yeah, so you have to check on that. Feed your calf well. You can start introducing what we call pellets. Yeah. Uh, Feed water. You have to put water there, but the thing that you are the basin or the container that you are feeding your calf with water should be have different color with the container that you are feeding your calf with milk, or if you are using the bottle, the better. So you have to be very keen. And when you are feeding parrots, make sure you don't put so much parrots so that the calf won't finish everything, and the leftovers will create something we call mods, and those mods are not good for the calf. So you have to be very keen on that. Another thing that I've seen, okay, some people are using milk repressors, but if you are a farmer, if you are starting, milk replacer is very costly. Recently, I went to buy and I was told for 2 kg was going for 660 Kenya shillings. And I was supposed to be feeding, supposed to feed the calf for just 2 days. So that is not economical as a startup dairy farmer, or if you don't have those financial capabilities. So what I would advise, instead of feeding milk repressors, have a feeding regime to your cow, lactating cow, that if it is silage, let it be. But you don't have to keep on changing. The moment you alter, even the composition of milk will be altered. So right now you may be feeding silage, and then tomorrow you feed banana stems. So there is an alteration of milk. So that's why you are being advised to be using milk repressors. Remember, even these companies, they are making profit out of you, so you have to be very keen. Weigh in if the money and the returns that you get. If they go hand in hand, you can go to milk repressor. So another thing that I've seen farmer doing is having emotional attachment with your cow. Yeah, you see a farmer. We say you have to run a dairy business as you have to run dairy as a business. Yeah, sorry. And when we say you run as a business, you don't have to have something emotional attachment to your cow. If your cow is not producing, if your cow is incurring more losses, you have to sell it. Yeah, you see a farmer saying, "Hey, I can't sell this one. I love this." No, you don't have to have what we call emotional attachment to your cow. And so many farmers are making losses in that narration. Yeah, you have to love your. I don't disagree with you. You have to love your animal, but up until when? Yeah. Another thing is keeping unproductive cows. Yeah, it will always be costing you. If your cow is not producing, just sell it. Yeah, just sell it. There is no need of having, and I keep on repeating this, guys. There is no need of having 8 cows where each is producing like 3 liters in a day or 4 liters in a day. If you have 8 cows and let's say you are milking like five, each is giving you 5 liters in a day. That is 25 liters. Why don't you sell those five and buy one that is going to give you 30? Yeah, or you sell some, you invest in good fodder, good quality fodder, yeah, good management system, and then rather than having so many herd of cows that are not producing, so you have to be very very keen on that. Yeah, another thing I keep on telling farmers is you have to consult professionals. Yeah, talk to your veterinarian. Yeah, before even you buy a cow, before you treat your cow, talk to your veterinarian. Yeah, they will guide you on what is, because some people, you see, I have a broker who knows where to get this cow, but you have not requested for a veterinarian to come and check for the cow. And the reason I advocate for that is the vet will tell you, will let you know if the cow has diseases like mostly mastitis. Yeah, um, the body score of that cow. Yeah, even the age. Yeah, and I'll create a video on how do you know the age of a cow. I'll tell you all that. If it is pregnant, yeah, or is in income, how can you know it is income? Because I can even forge some papers and say this cow was served on this and this, and when I bring to you, but you have to go with a vet, yeah, so that he or she will confirm if it is actually in calf or not. Yeah, that is another thing. Then another thing is keeping your cows in good structure. Most farmers, they are not putting their cows in a good structure. Even if you're a startup, make sure the structures, the cow shed is good. Yeah, this will prevent lameness of the cow, will prevent mastitis, because all these are being brought by poor structure. Or other injuries will also be prevented when you have a good structure. So you have to keep on uh, uh, watching on that. You have to keep on trying to be a good farmer each and every day. You don't have to be so big. Just go have a consistency of doing the right thing. Yeah. Another thing is most farmers don't have records. Whether it's a breeding record, they only have what we call milk production. Yeah, once you have just the milk production, others don't have about the breeding. Yeah, when did this cow came on heat? When am I supposed to check on heat again? You have to have those records, whether you like it or not. Even financial record, you have to give so that you can know if you are making profit or you are making losses. So you have to be very very keen when it comes to that. Yeah. So record keeping is another thing that most farmers I'm seeing them doing that. Then another thing is fresh. Yeah, yeah. They cut either napier grass, the green fresh fodder you're not supposed to be giving your cow. Why? And that's why you see, if you have seen this, you can keep on feeding your cow fresh or green fresh fodder, and it will keep on eating, it will keep on eating. Why is that? Because it is just looking for that dry matter. Yeah, and that's why we have been told that once a cow feeds on dry matter, it doesn't actually it doesn't eat much compared to the cow that eats freshly cut green grass. Yeah, so it doesn't eat much. So stop doing that. I created a video on how to wield either super napier or ordinary napier, on how to make silage. For hay, I don't use a lot of hay because of some situation, but you have to weed. Yeah, let the dry matter of your fodder be very high. Yeah, so watch on that. Don't feed on freshly green fodder. Yeah, make sure that it's a dry matter. Another thing is most farmers I've seen they have become veterinarian. Yeah, they keep on they started treating their own animals. You are not a veterinarian. That's why you can't perform all the work alone. So don't administer any drug to your cow. Yeah, just ask for guidance. Yeah, ask for guidance. And then I've seen most farmers is they rear their cows, but they have not separated their cow shed in groups. You see, these are heifer, these are lactating, they are eating at the same place. No, the requirement for bringing up heifer in a lactating cow, in a calf, in a dry cow, those are totally different. Totally different. Yeah. So you have to be very keen on that. Don't rear your cows as a just rear as a group. These for heifers, these for lactating cows, these are for dry cows, and these for calves. The moment you do that, you will know the feeding regime that you are going to establish for each and every group. So you have to to keep on that. I also said about poor calf management, and there is this notion I would like people to know is even professionals they are doing this, and I would like to 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 oppose this is most professionals they are telling farmers that the first 90 days of a cow are the most important days of a cow. But I will tell you, each and every day is a very important day for your cow. Why is that? So many farmers they take that 90 days and they treat that cow at their best possible. But they forget that we have lactating cows that are giving us money from the sale of milk. So you have to treat them still. You have dry cow, they need proper care. You need heifers, they are tomorrow's lactating cows. So each and every day is a very important in the life of a cow, whether it's a calf, whether it's lactating, whether it's a heifer or dry cow. So this notion of the first, no, there's nothing like the first 90 days. Each and every day is very important for your to your cow. So you have to manage it well. You have to treat it well. You have to feed it with quality fodder, yeah, minerals and everything. You have to do that. Yeah. Then proper dry cow management. So many farmers they don't know which fodder to feed their dry cow, how many kilograms of dairy milk should they, which mineral salts should they use. So you have to be very keen, do your own research, and I have been teaching all these. So you have to go back to the video that I made for dry cow, for calves, and you will learn more about that. So good management is is very good. Then we have the milking intervals. So if you are milking your cows 3 times, make sure there's a gap of like 8 hours. A day has 24 hours, so you can if you divide it by three, it has 8 hours. So if you milk 3 times in a day, always make sure that you are making an interval of interval of 8 hours. Yeah, if you are milking twice, yeah, make sure there is interval of either 12 hours. If you milk at 4 a.m. in the morning, you should milk at 4 p.m. in the evening. And once you adapt to that, you have a discipline on that. Your cow will get. it will adapt to that. Yeah. So, but you see some farmers coming, like I was seeing this when I was growing up. If a visitor came to our home, you are being told, go and milk that cow for to get milk to cook tea for our visitors. Nowadays, don't accept that. Yeah, don't. There's nothing like that. So what you are supposed to do, make sure that there is the interval of milking interval should always be constant. Yeah, it is not changing. So that the moment you change it, you even change the cow routine. And routine is very, very important when you come to dairy farming. Yeah. Don't keep unprofitable animals. I talked about that. Don't keep on those that has recurring diseases like lameness, mastitis. Don't keep those cows because you are going on uh, the the wrong side, on the roses. Yeah. Another thing I would like to reiterate is about water. Yeah. So if you go to a watering bowl where the cow drinks, most farmers, they don't wash that thing. They don't give their cow fresh drinking water each and every day. You see, the drinking bowl has some greenish thing. Yeah. And that is very, very bad. If the water that your cow drinks, you can't drink it, what do you expect? Remember, the composition of milk, the highest percentage of composition of milk is water. If you are not feeding your cow clean water, how do you expect it to produce more milk? So that is very, very crucial. And if you are feeding water from the tap, make it to like cool down. Make it, you can put it in a container like for 24 hours at least, so that the chlorine level may go down. Yeah, yeah. So the chlorine level may go down. So wash the water, the drinking water bowl, and then always make sure that the water that the cow drinks, you can also drink it. So you have to do that. Another thing is silage spoilage. Yeah, we have silage spoilage, we have hay molds, like I have talked about the case of parrot molds. So all those interfere with the digestion of our cows. Yeah, so you have to be very keen, and in this case I would advise farmer to be buying something we call toxin binder. We have T for Z from CKL, but let's say toxin invader from whichever company that you want to buy from. So that toxin invader at least eliminate all that, yeah, and removes the toxins from the digesting system of a cow. So don't give your cow the silage that has already spoiled, the hay that have molds, yeah. You have to make sure. And for those who are using chaff cutter, whenever you sharpen your chaff cutter, make sure there is no those iron droppings. Yeah, you can put on a sack before you sharpen your chaff cutter, but always make sure that there is no metallic things that have gone to the cow digestive system. And if there is, what you can do to counterattack that is you put on magnets. We have cow magnets, yeah, so that it can be correcting all those iron, those metals, all those, yeah. Then we have another thing that I've seen farmers doing wrong is heat or ostrich cycle. This is when your cow is on heat. What are you supposed to do? If it came on heat, or the timing is very, very important, and that's why we say, that's why you see your cow is coming on heat, but when is being inseminated, it is not conceiving. Why is that? Because there is bad timing. Yeah, if you have farm workers, train them well on what they is supposed to be done. Yeah, so that ostrich cycle is very, very keen when it comes to reproduction of your of cows. You have to be very keen, and if you don't know the exact time when your heifer or your cow came on heat, you can tell your vet or the one who the inseminator to come up with what we call GnRH. So GnRH is like a hormone, and it assists in the releasing of the ovaries from the cow, and they meet with the Siemens, yeah, and it conceives. So for me, I had a case where my heifer was not conceiving, but actually it had what we call silent heat, yeah. So, but through experience and through guidance from other dairy farmers, I was directed to use something we call GnRH. Is a hormone, injectable hormones. You inject as it has been inseminated, the probability of conceiving is very, very high. So you have to be very keen on that. Then you have the another problem that I've seen is light mixes of fodder or TMR. Yeah. So what are you feeding your cows? Uh, Others are feeding silage, others are feeding hay. But I've seen a crop of farmers. I don't know if it is was a blessing in disguise or what, but so many farmers nowadays are feeding what you call dry maize stock. And I ask, what is the nutritive value of the dry maize stock? Someone told me it's the dry matter, but dry matter is something so it has so many meanings. But I wouldn't advocate farmers to. You can value add the dry maize stock. You can add like molasses. You can inside it, but you have to add variation. You have to add value to it, whether you like it or not. But I won't advocate for feeding what you call dry maize stock. Yeah. So you can make a TMR, a very like now I can give you a hay. And when I say hay, quality, that is quality hay. You can add super napier, you can add silage, then you add your dairy meal, and then the mineral salt, and then you mix it well and you feed to your cow. That has energy, has protein, has fiber, has minerals, has all that, and then clean water. Yeah. And then for other cases, another thing is you have to keep on alternating your mineral salts. If you this one you buy from a company, next after 8 years already you are done with it, you go and you buy from another company. You keep on interchanging. Yeah. Another thing is deworming. So you don't deworm your cows or just using one dewormer only. No, this time after these 3 months, you change the dewormer that you used previously, and you have to mark your calendar. You say, this on 1st October, I have dewormed my cow. So you count 3 months from October, that is December, October. Okay, we have October 1st, November, December. So by January 1st, you have to change the dewormer from a different company and all that. Yeah. So then we have vaccination schedules. Here in Kenya, I don't know about other country, but in Nyeri County, we have the county government has what we call vaccination schedule. Take advantage of those. Like now, when it starts raining, we have what we call foot and mouth. There is an outbreak of foot and mouth. If you have not taken advantages when the cow are being vaccinated, it will cost you much, much money. So you can vaccinate your cow from FMD, that is foot and mouth. We have brucellosis, we have anthrax, we have rumpy skin, we have ECF, that is East Coast fever. There are so many things that you can inseminate. You can vaccinate against. So it is up to you. You take advantage of all those. So those are the most like now mistakes that I've seen farmer doing. Yeah. So don't you can learn something from this, and I hope you keep on learning. We keep educating each other. For me, I'll be just making video. I love dairy farming with passion. I'm a passionate dairy farmer, and I'm sharing this experience because I'm sharing this knowledge because I have that experience. Yeah. So this knowledge comes from the experience that I've had, yeah, for those years that I've been a dairy farmer. So uh, keep watch on that, and I believe you'll start seeing results in your farm. Yeah. So for those who are asking about my contact, how they can reach me, guys, I give out my number, but not all people are good. I must say, some other chose violence, receiving texts that. For now, I don't want to give my number, but I'll be sharing that. If you want me to make a video, just put a comment. Yeah, put a comment. I'll read your comment and I'll make video. Ask me a question through comments. So for uh, but for number, uh, someone totally ruined by day, and that's why I was not uploading videos. It just hit me. So for those who are asking my number, please, uh, no bad feeling, but for now, let's just communicate through using the comment, because so many people they choose violence over peace, and for me, it's peace every day. But that aside, we keep educating each other, we keep helping each other, and we share knowledge as well we can. So thank you for your time, and looking forward to upload more. So